Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. So here we have the situation that we rallied again to the 38.2 fib level. I think quite a few people waited for that because as I highlighted, it is the ideal target for a fourth wave. And we're looking here at a fourth wave. By the way, I'm going to take the triangle out. It doesn't adhere to it anymore. But yeah, we talked about the option of reaching the 38.2 fib level before getting rejected because this is the ideal target for a fourth wave. What I'm unsure about, and it doesn't really matter for the further planning, is if this is already circle wave 4, yeah, belonging to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 setup, or if there is one more wave down to come, yeah, to finish off this circle wave 3, and then we do circle wave 4. So either one more low or two more lows are expected at the current in the current situation. This price is suggestive of another dip because we just moved sideways. We got rejected at the 38.2 fib level, which is just a retracement level of a fourth wave, yeah, which is just sort of the ideal level, really, yeah. So we need to be ready for a further move down. Of course, it could, these can always turn around. I'm gonna move it back, by the way. These can always turn around at an instant, these coins. But it's just, we can only analyze what we see. And this reminds me here very clearly of a possible bearish flag, a so-called bear flag. I mean, there are no bear flags in Elliott Wave, but corrective structures. And this is a corrective structure, in my opinion, going into the upside, hitting the ideal retracement for wave 4 and reacting to it. There's always a strong sign that this could indeed lead to a move to the downside. Here you can see the fibs. I'm just going to move them to the right-hand side a little bit. We were dancing around the 23.6 fib level for the last few days, or last couple of days. And then yesterday we saw that jump. And again, it's just a warning not to get too bullish too early because we got rejected, and in the end, you need to be ready also in corrective price moves that one wave at least, which is the C wave, could be an impulse. Yeah, so this was probably the C wave. I mean, could it be a WXY? Possibly, but this lends itself more to an ABC also because of this spike. But then again, I highlighted to you that I don't really trust it because we only see it on Binance, not necessarily on other exchanges. But then again, it doesn't really matter because even, I wouldn't personally trade a corrective structure. I would wait for the end of the correction to wait for the rally. I mean, anybody who might want to short this, you can do that. That's not my style of trading. But we hit the 38.2 fib level on this channel. You were prepared for that we could, if we do that, get a reaction to it, to the downside, which happened. And this might already now lead to the breakout to the downside. It's a bit too early to talk about it because, we got rejected, quite an impulsive move down. Maybe we've got something like this. I showed that on the Bitcoin video as well. But again, just remember, this is just micro counting, showing you some ideas here. This is always subject to change, this micro counting stuff. But it could be that we've already got the first 1-2 setup on the way down. And if we now rally, or not rally, but break below 1550, I think we could head down. So expectations unchanged, which means we are moving in a bearish pennant or bear flag, basically. Actually more like a bear flag. This bear flag is expected to break to the downside. At least probabilities would suggest that. Always remember, it can always go the other way, but it is suggestive of one more low at least. If it comes down, I would look at ideally a target of around 1480. But we talked in yesterday's video extensively about the key support levels down there between basically 1490 and 1410. This is a cluster of support. I think that lends itself for a trade on the long side until we get back into resistance. So resistance will be somewhere up there. I will update when we get to that because we need to know how low we actually go to be able to calculate resistance. But eventually, if it all goes well, that can take us to 2000 plus this move, depending on which of these scenarios is working out. We've got 2 or 3 which are pointing into this direction in terms of finding support, going there, finding support, turning around. Don't have that situation very, very often. And also, I can only say it again, I would not wait here for the last low. Yeah, if I say we get one more low on the micro level, it doesn't mean we get it. And we've already dropped off the highs like 11%. A lot of altcoins dropped like 30-40%. A lot of them are working on a bottoming process at the moment. and we've seen the metals bottom possibly this week. We've seen nat gas possibly bottom. So yeah, I think we are going to go back possibly into a bit of a risk on mode in the next few weeks. We'll see. But here at the moment, from what I can see on the micro level, I still expect another move down. And in yesterday's video, I explained the higher level scenarios, so I'm not going to repeat them in this video. Maybe we'll do that later again. Don't forget, today we've got our member live stream at 5 p.m. UTC. We're going to talk about, I think it was Fibonacci structures. Let me just double check that on the other screen. Fibonacci extensions. We did cover last week Fibonacci retracements. Today we want to talk about Fibonacci extensions. As a channel member, you always can rewatch the live streams. They are typically educational as well, so they have an educational aspect. I'll just try to find the topic. Yes, we talk about, oh dear, it's okay, I need to check, because it's basically same number of votes for for futures grid bots and Elliott Wave relationships. All right, I need to double check that. Okay, anyway, if you're interested in one of these topics, check out the channel membership. Probably if we do one of them today, we'll probably do the other one next week. Okay, that's my update about Ethereum. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.